You ever meet that guy? The one who just seems different? Not in a bad way, but he's just reserved. Like a lone wolf, comfortable in his own skin. People throw all sorts of labels on guys like that. Sigma male, aloof, maybe even mysterious. But what's really going on beneath that quiet exterior? Today, we're diving deep into the Sigma male psyche. We're gonna unpack why they might come across as cold and uncover the truths behind their seemingly detached demeanor. Buckle up and let's get started. Number 1. They're tired of fake people. One of the biggest things that sets Sigma males apart is their bullshit detector. They have an uncanny ability to sense when someone is being disingenuous or putting on a facade. It's almost like a sixth sense, finely tuned to pick up on the slightest hints of insincerity. They can read body language, tone of voice, and even the subtlest of facial expressions to determine if someone is being genuine or not. And you know what? They're not afraid to walk away from it. When they sense that someone is being fake, they don't waste their time trying to change them or call them out. It's a form of self-preservation, a way to maintain their own integrity and peace of mind. They've got this deep-seated need for authenticity, for realness, in a world that often feels staged. They seek out people who are true to themselves, who aren't afraid to show their vulnerabilities and imperfections. So when they encounter fake people, those who are always putting on a show, it's a major turnoff. It's like nails on a chalkboard, man. The constant need for validation, the endless quest for approval from others, it's exhausting to witness. Sigma males find it draining to be around people who are always trying to impress, always seeking attention. And you know what? It's not that they're trying to be cold or judgmental, it's just that they have a low tolerance for superficiality. It's just that they want to know the real you, not the version you present to the world. So, that aloofness you might perceive, it's not personal, it's just their way of navigating a world that often feels shallow and insincere. It's just a defense mechanism, a way to protect their energy and their sanity. Number 2, they don't react emotionally to provocations. Ever notice how Sigma males rarely get rattled? They seem to glide through life with an unshakable calm, no matter what chaos surrounds them. You throw some drama their way, try to get a rise out of them, and they just don't bite. It's almost as if they have an invisible shield that deflects negativity and keeps them grounded. It's like water off a duck's back. They let the stress and drama roll off them effortlessly, maintaining their composure in even the most turbulent situations. That's not to say they don't feel emotions. They experience the full spectrum of human feelings, from joy to sorrow, anger to love. The difference lies in how they process and respond to these emotions. It's just that they've mastered the art of emotional regulation. They've trained themselves to stay calm, cool, and collected in the face of chaos. They understand that not every battle is worth fighting, and not every slight deserves a reaction. This strategic approach allows them to focus on their goals and maintain their inner peace. This emotional control can be mistaken for coldness, but it's actually a sign of incredible strength. It takes immense willpower to remain composed when others might lose their temper. They often engage in reflective practices like journaling to process their emotions and gain clarity. Despite their calm exterior, they are often deeply empathetic and supportive. They use their emotional control to be a steady presence for those around them. Ultimately, mastering emotional control allows them to achieve their goals and live a fulfilling life. Number 3, they keep their feeling private. Sigma males understand that true strength comes from within. They don't need to broadcast their every thought and feeling to the world. They're comfortable keeping their inner world private, a sacred space reserved for introspection and self-discovery. They're not ones to spill their guts on social media or seek validation through constant external affirmation. They find solace in solitude, in the quiet moments of reflection. This doesn't mean they're closed off or emotionally unavailable. It just means they're selective about who they let into their inner circle. They reserve their deepest thoughts and feelings for those they trust implicitly, those who have earned their confidence. Number 5, they think before they speak. Ever notice how Sigma males choose their words carefully? They're not ones to engage in mindless chatter or gossip. When they speak, it's usually because they have something meaningful to contribute. They understand the power of language, the impact their words can have. So, they weigh their words carefully, thinking before they speak. They'd rather say less and say it well than ramble on without purpose. This can sometimes make them seem quiet or even aloof, but it's actually a sign of respect. They're respecting your time, respecting the conversation, and respecting themselves by choosing their words thoughtfully. Before moving on, if you're finding any value in this video, all I ask is for a quick like and subscribe. Your support means the world to me. Number 6. They don't smile just to please others. Sigma males aren't in the business of faking smiles or pretending to be something they're not. They're not going to laugh at a joke they don't find funny or engage in forced pleasantries. They're genuine to their core, and that includes their expressions. They believe in authenticity, in being true to themselves, even if it means standing out from the crowd. They're not afraid to show their true colors, even if those colors are a little darker or more subdued than what society expects. Number 6. They don't seek validation from others. One of the most defining characteristics of a Sigma male is his self-reliance. He doesn't need external validation to feel good about himself. He's not looking for approval from others, seeking likes on social media, or chasing after compliments. He derives his sense of worth from within. He knows his own value, his own strengths, and his own weaknesses. He's comfortable in his own skin, and he doesn't need anyone else to tell him who he is. This inner confidence can be intimidating to some, but it's also incredibly attractive. It's the kind of quiet strength that comes from knowing yourself, accepting yourself, and loving yourself unconditionally. Number 7. They maintain strong boundaries. Sigma males understand the importance of setting and maintaining strong personal boundaries. They recognize that boundaries are essential for preserving their mental and emotional health. By establishing clear limits, they create a safe space where they can thrive and grow without unnecessary stress or interference. They know their limits, and they're not afraid to protect their time, energy, and emotional well-being. This self-awareness allows them to engage in activities that recharge their spirit and keep them grounded. They're not going to let people walk all over them or take advantage of their kindness. They understand that being kind doesn't mean being a doormat. They're not afraid to say no, to set limits, and to walk away from situations that don't serve them. This ability to assert themselves is crucial in maintaining their peace of mind. This might come across as cold or distant to some, but it's actually a sign of self-respect. They understand that their well-being is their responsibility, and they take it seriously. They're prioritizing their own needs, and they're not going to apologize for it. They understand that you can't pour from an empty cup, so they make sure their own cup is full before they try to fill anyone else's. Look, they're not cold, they're just comfortable with who they are. They're not aloof, they're just selective about who they let in. They're not trying to be mysterious, they just value authenticity and depth in a world that often feels superficial. They're comfortable in their own skin, and they don't need anyone else's approval to feel whole. If you want to know the weird traits that prove Sigma males are smarter than you think, check out the video on the top right corner. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on the Sigma male?